Hello, you beautiful humans. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Pardon my voice, it's very low right now. Um, I just wanted to share with you today a little bit about how we got here. Okay, so a lot of people believe in either evolution or creation or different things on how we got here, maybe even aliens. But I believe in creation. And this is a really interesting, cool story. I don't know if you've ever heard it before. So I was going to just tell it to you in my own words and then I'll read it. So in the beginning, there was nothing except God. And there was nothing around him except himself. And he decided that he was going to create some things. So he said, "Let there be light." And there was light. Now, that wasn't the sun or the moon or the stars. That was just in general light. And then he separated the light from the darkness. So he's like, you can tell the difference. So like when we go to bed at night, obviously it's dark. But when you turn on the light shines and you can see the separation between the light and the dark. All right. And then he called that day and night. So God named it day and night. And then the second day, and so that's when he created day and night. So he's like, all right, next day, let there be an expanse in the midst of the waters. So there was a lot. Ooh, what is that? What is that? So there's a lot of water. And he said he was going to separate the waters. And he created the heavens and the earth. And the third day, he said, let the water on the earth separate from the land. So he separated the water, like the oceans and the land, so that we have the both. This is really going well, isn't it? And then he said, let there be light in the expanse, like the stars and the moon and the sun in the sky, and let it light up the world. So that was really cool. And then he said, let there be fish and birds. So he created all the animals in the ocean and the birds on the fifth day. But then on the sixth day, he said, let all the creepy crawlies and the disgustingness sometimes. But everything was perfect in his eyes. So it was perfect. And he created the beasts and the animals. But then he said, let me create man in my own image. So man was created in a completely different manner, in the sense that it was created in his own image. And the way I really like to take that is that man has a different connection to God, to the spirit world, as on earth. And we have a soul that's going to eternity, that's going to live in heaven or in hell. And that's how that was. He said, I'm going to create them in my own image. And then the seventh day, what did he do? He rested. He took some time off. So that's how it was made. That's how the world was made. That's how the universe was made. Now let me actually read it to you so that you're not over here like, what the heck is she talking about? Because that was so confusing. Well, this might be better. All right, so in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. So there's a lot of water. That's interesting. And God said, let there be light. And there was light. And God saw that the light was good. And God separated light from darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there were evening and morning the first day. And God said, let there be expanse in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters. And God made the expanse and separated the waters that were under the expanse from the waters that were above the expanse. That's a lot of expanses. And it was so. And God called the expanse heavens. And there was evening and there was morning the second day. Okay. Oh. And God said, let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the waters that were gathered together he called seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let the earth sprout vegetation, plants yielding seed and fruit trees bearing fruit, in which is their seed, each according to its kind on the earth. And it was so. The earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed according to their own kind, and trees bearing fruit, in which is their seed, each according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the third day. And God said, let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. So it's like the stars, you know how there's like Orion and stuff, and then different stars show up during different times of the year. That's what that is. And it was so, and God made the two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night, and the stars. So that's the sun and the moon, and the stars were those lights. And God set them in the expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth, to rule over the day and over the night, and to separate the light from darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. And God said, let the waters swarm like the swarms of living creatures, and let birds fly over the earth across the expanse of the heavens. So God created the great sea creatures and every living creature that moves, with which the waters swarm according to their kinds, and every wanged and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, fill the waters in the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fifth day. And God said, let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds, livestock, creeping things, and the beasts of the earth according to their kinds. And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth according to their kinds, and the livestock according to their kinds, everything that creeps on the ground according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, let us make man in our own image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the heavens, and turning the page, suspense, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. And God blessed them. And God said, be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth. That's babies. And fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over every living thing that moves on the earth. And God said, behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of the earth, and every tree with the seed of its fruit, and you shall have them for food, and to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the heavens, and to everything that creeps on the earth, everything that has breath of life, I have given every green plant for food. And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made. Behold, it was very good. And now was evening and the morning, the sixth day. So chapter 2 is the seventh day. Thus the heavens and the earth was finished, and the host of them. And on the seventh day, God finished his work that he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work that he had done. So God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it God rested from all his work that he had done in creation. So that's why we have 7 days of the week. And that's why on Sunday or Saturday, we rest. It's the day of rest, no work. That all is from creation. Did you know that? Maybe not, or maybe you did. These are the generations of the heavens and earth when they were created on the duty that the Lord God. Okay, let me skip down a little bit. Then the Lord God said, it is not good that man should be alone. So at that time, it was just Adam. And it says somewhere in there that he named him Adam. But he said it's not good that this man should be alone. No, it's not. I will make him a helper for him. Now out of the ground the Lord God had formed every beast of the field and every bird of the heaven, and brought them to the man to see that what he would call them. And whatever the man called every living creature, that was its name. The man gave names to all the livestock, and to the birds of the heavens, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found a helper fit for him. So the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall on the man while he slept. And while he slept, he took one of his ribs and closed up its place with the flesh. And the rib that the Lord God had taken from the man he made into a woman and brought her to the man. And the man said, This at last is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. And the man and his wife were both naked and were not ashamed. So there was no clothes back then. Just FYI if you didn't know. So that is creation. That's how it all began. God created everything. God created man. And then God created man is lonely and created woman to help the men out because they're lonely. So I hope you enjoyed that rendition and that reading. But it's the truth, guys. Atheism and all that, it's just a lie to deceive you and make you think that there is no God, and to make you think that you are your own gods. But there is a higher power out there, and he wants a relationship with you. Like he was saying, he cares for the humans that he made. He made Adam, and he's like, he needs somebody with him. He needs a helper. He needs a companion. That doesn't sound like a mean God. That sounds like a good God. He created everything, and he put us in charge of everything, the plants and the animals, everything. Isn't that great? What a blessing. Well, I hope you enjoyed Story Time with Christina, and I plan on doing more of this, doing more stories, cool, insightful things, and maybe you've never heard of them before, maybe you have, but I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.